live, local, now. This is WSFA 12 News, Alabama Live.
Hello and welcome to Alabama Live. I'm Sally Pitts. Thanks for joining us. Coming up this morning, WSFA 12 News is teaming up with several organizations to host a forum ahead of the Montgomery city elections this month. How this forum could help voters before they head. And Montgomery residents will elect a mayor and city council members later this month. And WSFA 12 News is helping you make an informed decision at the voting booth. We're teaming up with several organizations to host a forum that will happen Thursday. Joining us in studio is Carol Mosley from the League of Women Voters Montgomery, along with Dr. Richard Bailey from One Montgomery and Wath Al-Khattab from Faith in Action Alabama. Thank you all so much for joining us. Having an informed voter is so important. How will this forum work?
Well, first of all, we've invited all of the candidates, both for the mayor's office and for the council, to come, and everyone has agreed to come. And the way it will work, we will have some questions that we would ask, first of all, to the mayoral candidates, and then we have some questions we will ask to the council persons. And all of these people will get so many minutes to respond to these questions.
Carol, why is holding an event like this so important ahead of an election?
This is a fundamental part of having a working democracy in this country. You need to be informed about what you're voting for, and you need to get out and vote. And that's August 22nd for going to the polls to cast your vote. And what the League of Women Voters has tried to do for more than 100 years now is help voters get the information they need to make a good decision.
To make an informed decision. Well, how can somebody participate in this forum?
Just come to the Alabama Archives and History Department on Thursday at 6:30, and just be ready to listen to the responses of the candidates.
Why did your organization want to be part of this forum?
We thought it was important for everybody to be civically engaged and have a say in who their elected officials are. And again, just like Carol said, an informed electorate is an electorate that can make good choices.
You're going to be posing questions to the candidates. What type of topics will you cover?
We try to cover the spectrum, transportation, crime and safety in the city, a little bit about education, whatever we think would be of interest to the electorate. That's what we would pose to the candidates, because we want everybody there tomorrow to feel that this forum will address the issues of concern to them. So that's why we were holding it in the very first place.
Will the people in the audience have an opportunity to ask questions as well?
No, this will be, the questions have already been selected. So this will be questions that have already been vetted by a pretty wide array of community members. They are all questions that are relevant to issues in Montgomery. We're not after trying to catch a candidate. We are after trying to get really substantive information. So we're hoping that with a good question and an obvious question for these candidates and a limited time to answer, that we'll be able to get something that means something related to that issue.
There are a lot of folks who head to the polls and they've done no research on the candidates. Do you hope that this leads to a better informed voter for this election?
We do. We certainly hope so. And WSFA has been so kind as to archive this forum. So if you can't watch it live streamed or attend in person, then WSA will have it available for you later to go back and look at it.
We're going to have it on our website. We're going to be streaming it live on WSFA.com, the WSFA 12 News app, as well as our Facebook page. But if you can't catch it live and in real time where you can attend, we will have it later so you can go back and watch. Give us the details one more time.
Again, August 22nd from 6:30 to 8 at the Alabama Archives and History Department.
And August 10th.
Election's the 22nd.
Election's the 22nd. Yeah. Tell them the election too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so important that folks not only pay attention to this candidate forum and get that information about each candidate that's on the ballot, but to also show up at the polls on election day.
Yes.
Thank you both so much, all three of you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And still to come here on Alabama Live, it's our Ask the Doctor segment. Dr. Brian Sellers will be here to answer